Narcissists ever degraded your New Year's resolutions? At the end, I will share with you 3 points that are immediately effective in disarming them when they degrade your resolutions. First, I will talk to you about how the narcissist acts with their own New Year's resolutions. In the last half of this video, I will talk to you about how they act to your New Year's resolutions. With their own New Year's resolutions, they look through a lens of grandiosity, external validation, and a lack of accountability because their self-image is often inflated. They rarely acknowledge a genuine need for internal change, instead focusing on goals that enhance their public status or control over others. Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm studying to become a life coach, specializing in narcissistic abuse and trauma recovery. I hope my videos are helpful, informative, and validating for you, whether you are presently in or have been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, or have a friend or family member that presently is or has been in a narcissistic abusive relationship. Or maybe you have a friend or family member that is a narcissist, a boss, a colleague, a roommate. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. The common attitude towards the narcissist's own resolutions. Resolutions often focus on miswanting or acquiring high-status items like cars or job titles rather than intrinsic personal growth. They may view the new year as a stage for grandiose fantasies and big parties rather than quiet reflection. Many narcissists feel that they are never the problem and that everyone else is. This makes them less likely to set resolutions aimed at fixing negative behaviors. If they do, it is often a dynamic promise to regain control or attention after being exposed. They frequently use promises to change as a way to deflect accountability. These resolutions are often fleeting and are used as a tactic to pull others back into their system without any intention of taking tangible steps towards change. If they fail to meet a goal, they may engage in self-handicapping, which is placing obstacles in their own way to avoid appearing like a failure or make excuses that blame others for their lack of progress. A narcissist may set resolutions solely to receive praise for being ambitious or generous. They expect a big reaction from those around them and may become enraged if they do not receive enough admiration for their status goals. How they react to your New Year's resolutions. There is generally a constant pattern where narcissists use New Year's resolutions to assert control, sabotage their target's growth, or perpetuate the cycle of abuse. There are 5 common narcissistic behaviors regarding resolutions. Sabotaging personal growth. Narcissists may quietly block your attempts to achieve resolutions and then blame you for not moving forward. Often they feel threatened by the victim's success or independence, leading them to put up obstacles or goals like, for example, getting a degree, a job, or a driver's license. Refusing joint goals. Narcissists rarely set shared resolutions. Any joint goals they do agree to are often viewed through self-serving lens. What's in it for me? And they typically will not acknowledge your role in shared achievements. Hoovering with false promises. As the new year begins, a narcissist may also use hoovering tactics, make grandiose resolutions, or promise of change to suck you back into the relationship cycle. Strategic drama and sabotage. They often ruin special occasions like New Year's Eve by starting arguments, going silent, or acting sick to redirect the focus back onto them. I have videos on boundaries, self-care, gaslighting, and how the narcissist acts during the holidays. The links are below in the description. When the narcissist targets your New Year's resolutions with abusive or critical behavior, they are often attempting to regain control by provoking an emotional reaction. If you like my video and find it helpful, please like, share, or subscribe, and let me know if the narcissist has degraded and criticized your New Year's resolutions in the comments below. I would really like to hear your stories. Also, let me know if you have any ideas or other topics that you would like to hear about in the comments below as well. Now I will share with you 3 points that are immediate and effective way to disarm the narcissist when they degrade your New Year's resolutions. The first point, use the gray rock method. Become as uninteresting as a gray rock to starve them of the emotional supply they seek from your reaction. Give bland, non-committal answers. Respond to criticisms of your goals with one-word or neutral monotone phrases like noted, okay, I see, or that's your opinion. If you share your resolutions, they may use that information to later criticize or belittle your efforts, especially if you struggle with meeting them. Avoid defending or explaining. Narcissists may use your explanations to determine your confidence. Simply state, I am not going to explain why this is important to me, but it is. The second point is to implement tactical neutrality. Instead of arguing, use disarming phrases to shut down the conversation quickly. Redirect the focus. If they criticize your new habits, say, I hear what you are saying, but I feel differently. I'm going to step away from this conversation now. Set a hard boundary. If the behavior becomes toxic, state a clear consequence. If you continue to speak to me like that, I will walk away. For example, I agree with the truth but ignore the insult. If they say you always fail at diets, you might respond, I have struggled with them in the past, and then immediately change the subject or leave the room. Number 3, shift to parallel goal setting. Keep your resolutions entirely separate from your interactions with the narcissist. Share your goals only with supportive friends, family, or online communities who will celebrate your progress. Use a private journal to track your progress and process the narcissist's attempts to sabotage, reinforcing your own reality. If you must engage, frame your goal in a way that sounds like it benefits them or the relationship. For example, when I'm healthier and have more energy, we can do more things together. Recommendations for survivors. Self-care. Focus on your own mental and physical well-being as a primary resolution. Use the new year to connect with a therapist or support groups that specialize in narcissistic abuse and trauma recovery. I hope you have found this video helpful. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next video.